go to the grocery stores. For crying out loud, go to the grocery stores. If you want to go to Bob Evans and eat, go to Bob Evans and eat.
Well, tell us, Brooke, we're big film fans, Billy Saul and myself, and we'd like to find out, do you think there's too much nudity in films?
Gee, I don't know.
Do you think people should blow up in films?
Gee, I don't know.
Well, Brooke, I understand you're going to sing a song for us. Yeah.
You're not going to blow me up, are you?
No. We're not going to blow her up.
Are you?
No.
Okay, because my mother distinctly said there will be no blowing up of Brooke.
Well, we aren't going to blow you up. No.
I just came here to sing.
Oh, we're not going to blow you up. You sing your song.
Okay. You're not?
No.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were just pretending.
Not that time, no. But I'm okay.
You blowed up all right.
Yeah, real good.
Real good.
Good morning, Philadelphia. I'm Crazy Patty, and I'm coming to you from Patty's Pub, telling you to come on down. We're slashing prices so low. You won't need a pot of gold to get sloppy. So come on down to Patty's. It's insane.
What is that?
Did you like that?
No, that's not what YouTube videos are like.
Fantastic comments. Some fun you'll find it. Fantastic comments. And special water if you need it. Comics every lesson of
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, y'all.
Hello. How is it going? Let me just get this up. Welcome to Fantastic Comics Presents number 8, Pandemic Comics. Oh, I was going to have another title. It was going to be Or the Best Laid Plans. Because that's us. Hey, everybody in chat. Hello, Fantinuum. Hello, Lewell. Hello, Jilby Pill. She's just in the other room. All right, so what's your, you got something in your mouth like
What are you talking about?
Is that a sock attached to your face?
I had a dream. And in that dream, I was the only survivor. And it was like, stuff your socks full of dirty socks and tea bags, and you'll be all right.
I don't think that's the tea bags that they were talking about.
So here we are.
Right, here we are.
Yeah.
Let's see, new comments. All right, everybody. Welcome. Oh, gosh. Great
Curbside
one.
pickup. That's a good idea.
Grimnir, is that it? We are not going to do curbside pickup tomorrow.
Even though it's a great idea.
It is a great idea. They have suggested that nobody that is not essential go to their place of business and work. And I am heeding the recommendation of the CDC, the government in the state of California. And I'm trusting. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, there is I mean, Jesus. There's a lot of people that think that they're very essential, I guess.
America.
America. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like being told what to do, obviously. Who does?
Oh, that's because you're an American.
Because I'm American. And there we go. I am a stooge for the government, as everybody that knows me knows. We'll get on that a little bit later. Yeah, it is a conspiracy also, I agree. So before we start,
It's too late. We already started.
I want to say happy St. Patty's Day or night, depending on how you're celebrating it. I've got some Jamesons.
I'm not drinking. I'm not wearing any green, man.
And I have a beer. It's a denogonizer from Drake's down the street.
Never mind.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, there's a lot of people CNN was shaming San Francisco and the Embarcadero area earlier today.
For partying?
It seems that people were jogging and, and doing things, walking around. But
yeah,
I was reading citizens' tweets about it. And they're like, yeah, those are people from out of town. And if you really saw these streets normally, you would say, oh, there's nobody out on them.
Jeremiah's work got canceled.
Yeah, well, next door to me, I have Half Price Books. Too bad Jeff isn't here right now. He could tell us about it.
Did they cancel work?
Yeah, they're not working.
Yeah.
And well, if it's like us, it's probably going to be till like either the 2nd or the 7th, depending on what happens. Oh man, it's like you want to cry, but you laugh instead.
I don't know about laughter. I'm not feeling too optimistic right now.
Are you gonna be like this the whole night? That's what.
What's it to you, Jill? What's it to you?
I advertised this episode quite a bit, kind of saying that I'd be talking about, the Shattuck store.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be at the store, but of course, this whole thing, and also Jeff isn't feeling very well.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun.
That's what he gets for working in the public sector.
Yeah, exactly. And so, no, I won't be doing curbside service. There are a couple of other stores in the area that are. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. I don't think it's cool. Just briefly.
Ow.
If we're not supposed to be out doing that and we're actually paying, it's like you want to play by the same rules as other people. And we had people coming by our store to see why we were actually at our store today. We
just wondered if is there a reason that you're open?
Well, yeah, okay, so I told the guy, the representative of the city, I said, well, just to let you know, we have orders that are coming in and I can't stop them, so I have to be here for them. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be here for them also. And he was like, okay, that's cool, understandable. My buddy Ryan, he works at the VA, and he was saying how he got a special permission slip. So if for any reason someone asks him why he's out and about, he's allowed.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's it could be crazy. Hey, Bruja, how's it going? Made it here for the show. All right.
Does that mean that I shouldn't come out to California?
Well, firstly, Bruja, if you can let us know in the chat how long Half Price Books is supposed to be closed for, that'd be awesome. Anyway, what was your question, Etienne?
Am I not coming out to California?
I don't know. We got the mattress now. You should just come out now. Just come out. Just come out, man.
I don't know.
It's like you'll be traveling on in the stand.
When they give me the order and I show up and everybody's dead, that kind of stand?
I hope, Corey, that's just the deaths you have witnessed and not how you're feeling.
LA's falling apart.
Oh, I saw pictures of that. Holy cow. There's nobody out. Now If they're shaming the people of San Francisco for being out and about, they cannot do that from the pictures I saw in LA.
What about Miami or
They're
New
out-
Orleans?
Well, it's like that. Hey, man, if you want to go out and eat, if you want to go to Dan, whatever that was, whatever that guy said, then go ahead, man. Go for it. I like the twang in his voice too. It's oh wow, look at that. It's closed till the 7th for HPB. Yeah, that's us too.
The 7th of next month.
So there's nobody in the store, Bruja, that's going to be doing mail order or anything like that. Driving's a breeze. That's right. Except you probably have to still pay attention to the park cars too, Corey. We know that.
I got her.
Thank you for showing up. This is not only St. Patty's Day, but also our 8th episode of Fantastic Comics Presents. We were going to have a party in the store with all sorts of 420 and beer buddies that would be coming on in and maybe sitting on the other side of this microphone and just having little 5-minute interviews with my customers, people that could handle a little bit of fun, and maybe some guests that we would not have known were showing up. But of course, you know, again, this whole thing. The best laid plans. That's this episode.
That's the episode. All right.
Yep.
Well, thanks for showing up, everybody. Goodbye.
Oh, don't go yet.
But you said.
Unexpectedly.
Say what?
I could always drop in unexpectedly.
Oh no, we don't want that.
I heard her say that, so
we
it wouldn't be unexpected at this point, Jill.
Oh,
What's up, Diablo?
I can always come on in unexpectedly. Hey, all right. Since Diablo Hatchcraft is in the room, I have an announcement to make. I am going to be on the Alternate Comics YouTube channel.
All right.
This Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Or if any of you are on the East Coast, that's 9 o'clock. We don't care about what ATN's having to deal with, right? What are you? You're 8 o'clock then? If it was 9 o'clock on the East Coast?
No, I'm 2 hours different.
2 hours from me. Oh, no. So it's 7 for you then. Right?
Correct.
All right. That's all. I just need a little give and take here. A little answering when I ask a question.
Si bueno.
All right. Very good. ATN, how's your week been? Go on. Tell me all about it. I want to know. I mean, did you get food?
No.
Are you making bread?
No.
No, nothing.
There's nothing in the grocery stores. Everybody's panicking. So I'm panicking as well. I said, screw this nonsense. I'm going to go ahead and do it too.
What, you're going to panic?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're panicking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, you've got your ski mask on and your socks and socks and socks.
Yeah, man.
So did you get any ramen or anything like that? Do you have alcohol?
No, I've stopped eating. That's the plan. I'm not putting anything into my body that I don't have to, that isn't filtered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you don't have any food in the house right now?
Very little. I can make mashed potatoes and I can make some pasta, but that'll run out in a few days.
Well, maybe you should come out here.
Go to the grocery store?
Or come out here.
It's not going to be any better out there.
Sure. Well, I have food.
Did you see the thing in the news today? No, never mind. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, go ahead. Let's do it. What news?
It's airborne, dude.
Yeah, it gets in your all your ducts. It just goes through your skin. My buddy Ryan said it's all spittle, and it's supposed to be like 10 days in the air or something like that.
That's as good as being airborne.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
No, you're not. Well, all right. Oh,
I'm
I've
dead.
already said it. I'm not
I've
getting
already,
it.
I deserve it, first of all. And then second of all,
Well,
I-
you deserve it because of past transgressions.
no, because of this fucking mask. Because I'm making fun of it. I knew this was going to happen when I sewed this thing up last night. I was like, no, I'm going to die for this.
What are you sniffling right now? Is that what you're telling me? I thought I heard something.
Don't worry about me, man. I'll go out with a whimper, not a bang. You know, just die in my bed and they'll find me like next month when I don't pay rent.
Is that what is going on right now?
No, I'm fine.
You had a big plan. You were going to come out here, help us move, and then you were going to go on the hunt for more books.
Yeah, and then go to Texas when that was, well, then go to LA and see Corey, and then
Right.
go out to Texas and see my family and look for more books. And all this is falling apart. Like, it's not happening. It's just, I don't think it's happening. That whole shelter in place, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Someone tell me in chat right now, please.
What the fuck does that mean?
So when we get to 300 subscribers, I have a gift I'm going to give away.
Is it a vaccine?
No, it will be.
I made my own.
You made your own vaccine?
Yeah, I'll send you one if you want it.
No, I don't want your vaccine.
You want one of these masks? They're awesome.
No, I don't want one of those masks. I am drinking alcohol because it's a disinfectant.
That's a good
Okay.
call, man. That's a good call. Yeah.
Jill got me
definitely.
plenty of it, and I went and got a sixer today.
A sixer. That sounds
A
like that's
sixer.
gonna last for a while.
Well, I don't drink a lot of beer because I'd rather have like whiskey. It's a little sharper, you know. And I'm in until Saturday, and then my brother and I are going to go back to the store, and we're going to have to start packing up books because we don't have a sale going on anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We were going to be like, last day, I'm going to like everything, 75%. If I left it in the store, you can get it for like crazy amount of money off, you know? And I'm like, we just want to blow this out. And
I got an idea. The best laid plans, right? Why don't you take all that stuff to half price books?
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, they're closed?
Yeah, the day they open.
I'm supposed to be out in the other store 7 days in.
Just get in line now. Start
That's right.
lining, start queuing now for the buy station. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Camp out with the homeless people.
Oh, they're there.
Where are they gonna go? This is heaven for them. Real estate aplenty. Nobody kicking them out. They just do what they want.
I heard that sniffle again. That's not catchy over the internet, right? It's not like
Dude, if you were breathing in dirty socks, you'd probably be sniffly too.
Oh, well, why are you doing that? Stop it.
I
mean,
told
look
you I
silly.
had a dream, man, and my dream was I survived the COVID-19, and it was because of my dirty socks. So I'm breathing that shit in for the rest of my life.
This is the dream.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, technically speaking, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get some alcohol? What?
I don't drink, you know that. Don't you know that?
That's fine.
Seems like it was a surprise.
It's times like now, maybe you should start.
No, I'll just, you know what? I always said that if I got a terminal disease, I'd get back on the heroin. You got any heroin?
That sounds good.
I mean,
no.
if you don't want to give a F, you know, that's the way to go.
Heroin's all the way. Heroin all the way.
Oh, you won't care about much. You'll just be like, I need more heroin.
How much heroin have you had?
Not that much, but
But then-
plenty. It was enough.
It was enough.
It was enough to know better.
Are you a junkie?
No.
Does that make you a junkie?
No. Being a junkie is when you can't say no.
Oh, okay. So how do you feel about alcoholism? Are you an alcoholic after the fact?
What the fuck does that mean?
You know, hi, I'm Yule. I'm an alcoholic, and it's like 20 years since you've had your last drink.
I don't know. I mean, it's a mindset, maybe. Sure, that's the thing there. Like, I'm not an addict. I don't have that problem. It's not my problem.
Bruja, is there a time when we're not talking drugs?
Have you done them? They're fun.
Not only that, I gotta tell you, sometimes they make comic books so much better.
And novels and movies, and
Ooh,
yeah.
I came down on acid reading Slaughterhouse-Five, the entirety. I just
Wow.
was like strung out, and I just read the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Good
That would
time.
do it. Did you ever read Vert?
No, I never did.
Dude, that book was written on something hallucinogenic. Good. Very good. Crazy. Very good.
Oh, that's what ATN said, Eli. He said he knows he's actually making fun of it.
And I've already resigned to my fate, but you know what? I don't have children and I don't have a job, so I'm not gonna. My death will not affect the global economy in any way.
Yeah, well, cool. So that's your week. You didn't get food. You stayed in for 3 days.
That's not abnormal, though.
And
Let's
you've
be
been
honest.
breathing your dirty socks
For the last 2.
for the last 2.
Yeah.
And how long do you have to do that? You said forever.
Until I die.
All right. Hey, Eddie, how's it going, man? Nice of you to show up. It's awesome now that everybody has nowhere else to go. They can actually come in, even if it's late night for them.
Are they going to close the post office?
I think that, well, I know like the one close to my house here actually closes on Saturdays. So there's a good chance it probably won't open. But there's got to be a bigger one somewhere nearby that does.
Well, it stays open.
Man, Richmond, supposedly last night their power went off.
In the city of Richmond.
Yes.
Okay.
Not California.
Not California or
no,
Richmond,
I said Richmond, California.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know. That sounds scary. Sounds scary. I'm stuck. I'm supposed to stay in my home. It's hard to get toilet paper. It's hard to get food if I don't already have it. And now the power is going to go off. And of course, you know, the power goes off and I've bought all this food. Some of it will spoil in the freezer. Oh my God. They've got us so easy. Yeah.
So you've been making fun of those preppers all this time. Now you get it, huh?
Here, this one's for Eddie. You don't really get to watch the show too much, but here's something about ATN you don't know.
Man, do you remember how good Dawkins was?
And that's what he had to say that day. Anyway, how is so yeah, that's so the store. We're supposed to be moving by the 1st. I just got a text from Eugene and he's like, "Have you talked to your landlord about an extension?"
I assume that's because his current tenants have talked to him about an extension.
Oh, his current tenants have another place, but the people that are in there need to leave. So
Chain reaction. Yeah, I get it.
And then of course, you know, everybody has the plague. So.
We're busy dying of the diseases.
Oh, wait, let's get this first one. 18, are you at risk of dying?
I assume so.
Yeah, he would only be a carrier. That is a true statement.
Oh, so I can take this off?
I think you can, yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'll take it off.
We just don't need you near us. Maybe we should be smelling your dirty socks.
I will send them to you promptly.
Since my husband works for a hotel, oh yeah. Okay, so here's the sad thing. So I'm at the store and I'm waiting for the UPS driver to come. And I'm standing outside because, you know, you're just kind of sick of being inside. And I've moved a bunch of boxes, already got them in the car, and, you know, they're getting ready to be taken home and whatnot. And all the workers for the food places nearby are like going in and cleaning up and taking food home. And, you know, this is their last day of their job. And it's pretty
Forever.
sad. Well, I wouldn't say forever, but I think of it like this. If it was 2 weeks, it would be a hardship. If it's 3 weeks going into 4, we're really looking at something bad. And then even if we get done after 4 weeks or even 6 weeks and people start getting their stuff together and things are getting righted, I think stores like mine which has to depend on people coming in and spending their extra money, or at least their only entertainment money on comic books. It's asking a lot. And it's going to take a long time to rebound. Yes, Chef Boyardee, as my brother was saying, he's going to get some SpaghettiOs.
That's what's left in the grocery store.
Hey man, SpaghettiOs will last forever.
You know, technically, I'm guessing they're not available anymore.
Yeah, so there you go. Apply for unemployment. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You don't actually technically need to be fired to get unemployment. But I guess, the companies are going to be like, go ahead and we'll hire you back later. But when they hire you back later, what are they going to offer you?
This is California's only chance to get rid of those people that they don't want from jobs. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, COVID made us do it. We don't know. We just wanted to fire that guy all this time.
Yeah.
And that girl, we wanted to fire her too, but we couldn't because it's California.
Or this person made too much money and now I can put them back down to the minimum wage again. Something like that.
Foolish enough to get the disease or stay home, whatever.
Well, I mean, we can't go back till the 7th anyway. I mean, we are not supposed to do that curbside service, So if anybody so let's get back to Fantastic Comics for just a second. If you are a member of our poll list, we're going to still pull your books. And if you are a member of our system, we can get you in. You just have to email us. It's contact@fantasticcomics.net. And you can also talk to us on Facebook. And we can also mail. But again, that's kind of the same situation. Am I going to be able to take it from my place? Am I have to go in? Are they even going to care to mail our stuff? Because supposedly, if you are infected and I send you some mail, it's 10 days of infection in the mail or something like that.
They're going to quarantine it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, are they?
I would if I was. I mean, I would just quarantine my damn self. Like I would leave it outside on the porch and spray it with Purell. And then 10 days later.
So Jill got a package today, and I'm sure she'll say in chat, she wiped it all down.
Yeah.
Me, I court disaster by saying, I'm just not going to catch this thing. I'm a healthy, strong as bull.
So where's your seizure?
Oh yeah, we'll totally do that. If there's a back issue, you can just you're on Twitter with me, so you just tell me there and I can help you out. So what was your question, Etienne?
Well, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I did make fun of you, Jill. I often do. Gotta be careful about that, I guess.
It's kind of easy, Jill.
I got Corey earlier, so if you weren't paying attention, that was a zinger. Zing. Anyway,
I did catch it. It was pretty good. She caught it too.
There is so the thing about this is that all right, so here let's give some applause to Image Comic Books, the third best comic company as far as sales is concerned. They have told comic stores and Diamond has let us know, it's like it's got to be parsed out through them, that they are going to make the comics that I got in today that I can't sell to you tomorrow, and the comics that are going to come out for the next 2 weeks.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
they're going to make them rare. Is that right? Am I right?
Make them returnable. Just an R, a different R. Kind of like you. They're going to make them returnable. Marvel and DC, they have not said that, and it's very upsetting. The problem, if I'm I don't know economics. I'm just a stupid comic store owner. Actually, I'm a comic fan who owns a comic store.
It
You know,
just happened. It just happened. We don't know how.
well, I do know how, and I think when we get to like 300 viewers, I'm gonna
Subscribers.
try and subscribers. I mean, I'm gonna try and let people know about how Fantastic Comics started. And Eric Larson's involved, so tell a friend.
Yeah.
We're all at home right now. Oh, it's a fun one. Eric Stevenson, the Image founders. There's some interesting stories I can tell. So yeah, we're almost like 5 subscribers away. So I mean, it's going to probably happen like in a week or so. But with this whole thing, let's make it now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
Now.
let's
Now's a
do
good
it.
time.
I mean, for 300 subscribers, I'm going to tell you about Eric Larson doodling in my store while customers.
What
are
was
coming
that?
in.
Was that the?
That's how he holds a pencil. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing.
Okay.
Anybody that knows Eric Larson or has seen him draw knows that
Is that
it's
why
wild.
he draws comic books? Is that why?
Here we go. Marvel doesn't give an S about the direct market. They want to. Well, I mean, do they want to destroy the LCS or do they just not really care? And then the whole digital. I will never. They lose me as a reader the minute I have to read it digital. I mean, the only thing that's cool about it for me personally is if I'm doing a video about like an X-Men comic book and I don't want to pull out an expensive one personally. Marvel, I mean, my buddy, ATN's buddy, Tyler, has been telling me for like 5 or 6 years ago that Disney has no interest in maintaining a comic book distribution service with Marvel. They want to just pimp those characters out. And when you look at IDW and the kids line of Marvel comics that they're doing, you can see their model. The problem is that IDW is a failing company. And
they are now.
No, they've been failing for a while, like for 4 or 5 years. Kind of like Fantastic Comics. I'm just joking. We've been doing okay. We've had some really good years. Jeff saw we almost made like $1 million one year. Yeah. Where'd that go? Those were the days. We thought those were oh man, these are the great days. Everything is going to go great going forward.
Yeah.
Little we know there's going to be this like death virus out there.
Things don't just keep getting better forever. What?
Oh my god. DC is owned by AT&T now. They merged with Warner Brothers, and from what I understand, they're a company that has been losing money, and Warner Brothers has been losing money, and they have very little to go with, to like hang their hat on when it's like they're talking about their movies and stuff like that. And their comic book division makes money, but it's like so little, who cares? And if the comic stores are like closed and these companies aren't really making a whole lot of money anyway, and from what I understand, Disney is effed in the A like crazy. They've had to shut down their parks, their resorts, their movies have been doing horrible. Nobody's going and seeing movies. Even before this whole mess, people weren't really going and seeing movies like they used to. It's been that way for comic book sales. Yeah. It's been that way for, I think video games are still pretty good. And
video games, if anything, are growing.
Yeah. So there is that. But for the most part, the entertainment of yesterday is just not the same. I'd rather watch a YouTube video. I know a lot of people would rather do that.
Oh yeah.
And if it's not YouTube, it's Twitch. And if it's not that, it's like
curiosity stream. Yeah.
There you go. You're doing your curiosity stream. There's definitely stream alternatives that aren't just Netflix or Disney and all that other stuff.
Do you like Netflix?
I hate Netflix.
Yeah, see, to me, it's just it's tedious.
I hate to say this. Okay, here's my thing. How everybody's like, Marvel has this agenda. They want to get all these things going on, and they name all these things that Marvel does. And like, oh, we can see DC doing it now. And then they're like, oh no, yeah, I'm sure Continuum will let us know what it is. All these things, there's like, oh no, it's invading anime or manga, and it's just all this stuff. And I'm like, Netflix is pretty. I mean, they have like the Obama show, right? And they have like David Letterman, and aren't they doing like Oprah and stuff like that also? And then it's just like some of their programmings. It just feels obvious or slap. It's like, like a Monty Python sketch where they're taking a fish and just slapping you upside the head with it.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? I'm talking about, just how firstly, they have way too much British programming. Let's just get that out there. I'm done with that.
You're done with British programming?
I'm done with 6-episode seasons. I'm done with British versions of American programs.
You mean the other way around, right?
It's not always that way, but yeah. I'm just kind of joking. But
the American Office is very funny.
No, F that. I don't like that either.
It's very good.
I don't like either one.
Ricky Gervais is uncomfortable, but his stand-up is hilarious.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Oh god, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, the comedy. Yeah, there you go. There's social circle gaming. That's what. That's if I was going to attribute those 3 letters to any one thing out there in entertainment,
Disney.
I'd put it on Netflix.
Oh,
Netflix. It's just Netflix. And it's just like, usually I don't care. Usually something is like, I remember my dad was like saying, oh shit.
He said all the time.
District 18. I don't know what the hell number it was. It was a movie about aliens.
Yeah, I remember.
He's like, oh no, that was too political. I didn't like it. He has this like Blu-ray of it. He just bought it. He was watching it, didn't like it. And I usually, it's a political thing. It's no big deal for me. But like Netflix always feels like they're pushing their little things, just a little bit more than almost any other thing. To me personally.
I think it was District 9.
Yeah, 9. Thank you.
I noticed it at the time. It didn't bother me, but I mean, I noticed it at the time. Those things are very heavy-handed. I like them to be a little bit more subtle.
Well, I feel like it's if you're watching an Oliver Stone movie, he's got a mallet and he hits you over the head with it.
Yeah, sure. I like an allegory. I don't like an agenda. Right?
Yeah.
They're both A words, but one of them's a bad word and the other one is a good word.
Yeah, exactly. I think I agree with you for the most part. I mean, there have been some things that I've read that were like of the time that I think are lasting. If I'm going to bring it back to comic books, there was an X-Men one-shot called God Loves Man Kills, where this preacher was basically saying that mutants were devils, they're Satan's children. And you find out about him, and he had this really tortured past where he had to kill his kid because he, was a mutant, and he had the horns and tail of a devil. And Nightcrawler's standing there and is like, I got the horns or I've got the ears and the tail of a devil, then. And he's like a super Christian guy, Nightcrawler. And it's not like any one thing, but I mean there is like a politicalness to it. But
by the way,
that was a very good one.
That's
Classic,
irony.
by the way. Yeah.
Nightcrawler being a super Christian, that's irony.
Sure thing.
He doesn't look like he would be the Christian, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Looks more akin to that guy Satan, I think he's called.
Yeah, sure. Well, there's oh my god. If we got to get Cody on. Cody's not working right now for his store. We got to get him on and do an all X-Men episode because we could probably just like go off like for like a few hours on just like silly X-Men stuff, but and you wouldn't care if I told you.
You're right. You're right. I would just do this.
There was this issue of X-Men where they were fighting Dracula, and Wolverine's like he clicks his claw out just one of the three, and then he clicks the other out one of the three, and he makes a cross, with them. And they're like, oh, it only works if you believe. And then Nightcrawler has like 2 pieces of wood, and he puts a cross up, and it
I
hurts Drax.
believe. I
It's pretty sweet.
believe.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you believe, Yule? Are you faced with your own mortality right now? And like, are you pulling a Tolstoy and you deathbed conversion?
All right, well, let's talk about comic relief. Rory Root dying and me owning Fantastic Comics.
I thought we were saving this for episode 300.
No, this is not the same thing. In 2005, I and a whole bunch of customers and employees moved comic relief from University location 2138 to the 2026 Shattuck location, where I now have my store.
Classic
and so
neighborhood.
Since 2005 on Shattuck Avenue, there has been a comic book store for the most part. There was like a few weeks in between where there wasn't, and bringing out new comic books. And now we are in 2020. So 15 years there's been a comic store in this area. And I don't like to think that I am the continuation of the old store. I don't like to borrow from any part of it in any way, shape, or form. I like to be my own entity, even though I don't even really work on it that much. I just don't like to say, oh yeah, well, you know, Rory, you should like me too. No, I'm my own person. And, if a person doesn't, dig what we're doing there, I'm not, and I'm not inclined to care, especially moving where like we are now. I want to make people happy and I want to share comic books, but when it gets so crazy sometimes, it's really difficult, especially on Shattuck Avenue. And that's not even comic books. It's just like everything that goes along with it. And there's been a lot of construction in the last few years, and it's been really difficult.
Are those guys working?
They are actually right now.
Yeah. that seems true.
Jesus. So, and yeah, anyway, so it's this shame. Anyway, Rory was the owner, Rory Root. You can look him up. He's a guy. Pretty famous within comic store owners. And I feel like I learned some stuff from him. Take a free deal. It's free. Take it. But he died, and the store eventually closed after the fact. His family took over, but it wasn't meant to be.
That was a mess.
It was a mess. We could talk about that some other day. But we moved in, and we've been a comic store there since 2011. We did that during the recession tail end, and we had some really, really good days when Saga started up, and all through that Avengers Hickman run, and Matt Fraction on Sex Criminals. And I can just think about like all the titles that are basically ending right now, finally, after long hiatuses, like Sex Criminals. There's been some new ones, but it's kind of like as these things are winding down, so is our time in this space also. And I feel like to some degree, it feels like that, I don't know, they didn't force us out. Our rent is good. Our landlord is a good landlord.
Your rent here.
The rent in my store is cheap.
Good.
It's cheap. It's good. It goes up every year. I would not complain. We told them we're not making the same money, and they let us lower it. And they let us have 2-month leeway. Any one of us could, get out of our obligation.
Some would say that benefits them more than you, but
I'm not saying it doesn't, but they're at least, they're
working with you. I get it.
They're working with me because, we should have done it a long time ago. But it's even still with all of that, there's less customers coming in. There's less people, it feels like, buying comic books. You see that the numbers are down all the time. Another reason why Disney just might say, screw Marvel. And AT&T might go, DC. And it didn't feel like this way was necessarily a real reality.
Mm-hmm.
But now with the virus and 2/3/6, maybe 8 weeks, I mean, some kids aren't going to go back to school until the fall.
They don't realize how lucky they are right now.
Oh my God. I was telling Jill that, I've never, living in California, I've never had a snow day. This almost feels like one.
Did you have an earthquake day?
No, we never had an earthquake day.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Man, Rory's Stories, a Netflix documentary.
They all end the same way.
He died. Oh, yeah. So anyway, this is the big one. He died. He died at 50.
Damn, that's early.
It is early. And the thing is with the virus right now, and one of my big things has been, I don't want to be a comic store owner and die before Rory. I want to make it past Rory. So I have to make it all the way to 51. But, I don't think I'm going to get sick. I think I'm going to be great and healthy, and I'm going to move the store and all that other stuff. But, anyway, I'm going to be 50 this year. Yay.
Happy anniversary. Yeah, birthday's on what, the 23rd?
Mm-hmm.
You share a birthday with my grandmother.
Oh, really?
She's a bitch. No, I jest. But you do share a birthday.
So let me see here. Let me just get this one up. Please visit our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon pages.
We won't survive the COVID without you.
We won't. Well, yeah. We've got new subscribers to our Patreon page. I want to thank you. When the month starts, we'll put your names up at the end. Like I will these people later on.
Yeah. That's a threat. That's a threat.
I also will have a ticker going of my favorite YouTube channels in a second. Oops. Did you hear that?
You dropped a lighter.
No, I didn't drop a lighter.
Oh.
I'm getting my phone out so I can
Oh, are we gonna call each other too?
You want to call each other?
Why not?
No.
Why not? That's hilarious.
That sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Anyway, I'm just trying to get this phone going so that I can get a picture on the screen. All right. Let's hope.
Yes.
Let me turn the audio down and hope this doesn't screw anything up. Like our ears. All right.
Whew.
Anyway.
Quality, though.
Yeah.
He wants quality
Who wants
packing for the mailers.
The-
Do you do that? And do you do it well?
Yeah, we do well.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see, I can hear this. God damn it.
Boomer.
It's not my fault. This phone doesn't turn
That's what
on.
boomers say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my fault.
Well, I'm not going to do it this way then.
I did not make this technology hard to use. It's just hard to use.
It is hard to use. It's the phone. If I could trust you to run the show just for a second,
No,
can I do that?
With what?
With you just talking, I just say hi to Corey and everybody.
Well, how about we just say hi to everybody that's here right now?
All right, you do that. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome back. We're here on. Who is in here anyway? There's me. I see me. Social Circle Gaming. Eddie. Hey Eddie, what are you gonna buy, by the way? Like for comics, and what constitutes quality packing? Like, do they make such a thing? And where do you get it? If you do get it. Hi Corey, how's LA? Sounds lovely. I don't think I'm coming out to California, Corey. Maybe we'll see, but I don't think so. It seems like things are getting more stricter, not less. And Fantinium, you're always here. You're a very loyal fan.
Yes.
I'm into the drone flying thing as far as delivering comic books, but I think you should deliver them by hand. Oh, but use one of those grippy tools when you hand them off so people know that you're sterile, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like you can't make a baby. I mean like they know they're not going to get anything from you.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I sure can. That's sideways, but yeah.
We'll figure it out. Hold on a sec.
90 degrees to the right.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted some help.
I'm doing a different thing. How's that?
That's spectacular.
You like that?
He's a shorty, isn't he? He looks like Wolverine right there, actually.
Yeah. So this is Legends of the Dark Knight number 85. Let's go like this. Hold on a second. You don't need to see me. And the reason why I picked this one up is because it is drawn by a guy named Tony Salmons. Let me get that way. Yeah. So there's this guy that is going to be picked up by the Gotham police, but he's going to get away. So the Batman wants to get him. And this guy he's holed himself up in his Citadel, which is an apartment complex that's like 81 stories high. And on each level, Batman has to basically Bruce Lee his way through and fight his way to the top. It's a pretty simple story, but I really like the artwork. And Tony Salmons doesn't do a whole lot of art in comic books. He did Dakota North for Marvel.
Hey, Yul, can you shift that just a little bit further away from you?
Yeah, what the camera?
Literally, not just move the comic book a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Away from you.
The other way. How's that?
Yeah, like right there. That's fine.
All right. Anyway, I like his style. He doesn't use a whole lot of lines. He's just cool. He has a different expression. Look at that Batman down there. It's pretty sweet. And it's a cool little action story. Like I said, it's pretty simplistic. And that's a comic book I read. I don't usually read a whole lot of Batman, but I picked up a bunch that have some really good artwork. And, I know I'm going to be reading some comic books, so.
What choice have you, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I would recommend this. This is a good one. Just to let you know.
Yep.
All right. And now there's some comic books that are coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah, let me see. Do I have something that says that? Oh yeah, this is our last day on Shattuck. Is on the 28th. Oops, let me put it this way. Or like this.
Does that say something Bukowski?
Yeah.
Fonte Bukowski.
Fonte Bukowski. This is the collection of the Fonte Bukowski comic books that Noah Van Sciver does. Noah Van Sciver is known for doing a comic book called Blammo, which is kind of autobiographical and also tells a story about a cartoonist who is himself. And let's see, what else has he done? He's done he did the Melancholy Abraham Lincoln, I think it was called. It was all a story about him before he became president. And a few other things. Anyway, I really like his style. He often, yeah, it's a hardcover.
How much?
It is $40.
Okay,
right there. I got one for the store and one for myself.
Yeah,
I like his other ones varied in size and price, and I sold them well. But $40 in one fell swoop is not always something that.
Yeah, it's a little high, but that's all right.
You're asking for a good collector, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's cool. I like his style. It's very kind of rudimentary feeling. Kind of sloppy and messy. The thing I like about it is even though it looks kind of sloppy, it is also very detailed in its own way. And that's just the artwork alone. Usually his stories have a little bit of depression, quite a bit of depression in them. They're usually funny and maybe hard to stomach somewhat. And this talks about I think this is about a writer also. So I can finally read Fonte Bukowski, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Nice. Looks like a nice production.
Yeah.
Who published it?
It should be Fantagraphics, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see. I think they did the other ones. Yeah, Fantagraphics. All right. So here are some comic books that are coming out tomorrow.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. All right. Let's do it the right way. Captain Marvel, number 150, everybody.
What?
Well, was that you?
No.
Oh, that was Jill. I should turn those down. Hold on a second. Can you talk about Captain Marvel for me?
I can't.
Well, pretend you can.
Yes. Captain Marvel, previously known as Captain Marvel-ette. We busted in on the scene in episode 149. And yeah, she grew her hair out from really short to really long in the last couple of days. That's her superpower, actually. And that suit that she wears is skin tight because she left her actual work suit at home. She forgot it.
That's excellent. Very good. I haven't been reading Captain Marvel. Just to let you know.
Okay.
I just brought it in because I want to let people know it was coming out. King Thor is getting collected.
Uh-huh. How thick is that? Let me see spine. Let me see spine.
It was only 4 issues.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, let's put that up.
I do not like the Marvel spine.
Why?
I don't know. They don't like that band on the top, the red band. Like, I do not like that. Yeah, I don't care for it. And the white, it does.
And this ends Jason Aaron's Thor run.
Bye, Jason.
Bye. I don't know. Starship Down.
As in Watership Down?
I guess so. I've never read that either.
I imagine there's a reason it's named this.
The artwork's pretty cool looking. I think.
Bang.
Bang, it comes out tomorrow.
What's it about, though? I mean, does it
I can't
say?
tell you. I'm just showing you some comics while we talk. Spider-Woman's coming out with a whole bunch of covers tomorrow.
That's a good one.
I read the beginning. It's very action-packed. Believe it or not. The first 2 pages I showed are not. This is a new company called AWA.
I get it.
Tell me.
It says hell on the cover.
Yeah.
I get it.
They're also putting out this.
Red border. Wait, this is a new company?
Yep.
Out of where?
Who cares?
Oh.
It's one of those companies that's basically doing stuff so that they can become movies or Netflix shows or something like that.
I see.
Here's another one. Ooh, Michael Morecci. He's done some Image comics.
J. Michael Straczynski.
Tell me what you know about J. Michael Straczynski.
Didn't he do Babylon 5?
Yeah.
And then he did comic books. And I think he's done a couple novels. Never read it. Babylon 5 is okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's doing this with Mike Deodato. So the art's pretty okay. And I think it's about a plague.
Uh-oh.
This is the lead book in their company.
Resistance.
They're writing it hard.
What? Okay, got you.
All right. Oh, man, this is so sad. There's some great offerings by Alterna coming out. We have Legends of the Log one-shot. It's only $1. I didn't get a chance to read it yet. Black and white. Oh, I love black and white.
I do too. That looks pretty nice.
I do. Oh, yeah. People got to get back into black and white. It's so good. All right.
I
I
don't
can't
like
remember.
dinosaurs, but that's
He's like
nice.
only
That was-
boy that doesn't like dinosaurs.
Yeah, whatever.
Gods and Gears. This has been pretty good. It's got good art. I read the first issue, so I'm getting caught up. Anyway, there we go. What do you
Is
think
that
about
Mike
that?
Allred?
It is. He's writing and drawing this. It's funny. I forgot that he
Is married.
is a writer.
Oh, yeah.
He did Madman. You know, he's done a
I-
lot of stuff.
I found out about Madman because of Heavy Metal Magazine, long time ago, and I can't say that I've ever been disappointed.
I read about 4 or 5 pages. I know I can hear the echo. Anyway, this guy's trying to get a project funded, and he sees this woman get molested by her boss,
Go.
and they're going to get to work together.
Did she get her project funded?
Yeah, they did. Right there.
Yeah.
Looks good. Conan 14. There's a Robin anniversary annual that's coming out.
That's a nice cover.
Yeah, it is. I picked that's the main cover.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I pulled one of every one of them for Fantinuum. So there you go. Oh, there's that Spider Woman again.
Yeah.
One of the many covers.
Is that outfit actually like exposing her entire stomach?
Oh, let's hope.
Is that what that is, or is that some kind of painting? Those look like abs, man.
Yeah, man, abs all the way.
Wow. That's a risky outfit.
Well, now that's her new outfit right there.
Only one thing needs to go wrong, and then, geez.
All the kids are not supposed to be they're not supposed to be doing any superheroing anymore, so that's what this is about. Stop your superheroing. Get off my lawn.
That's awesome.
Justice League, Fantastic Four.
Wait, show me that cover again. The Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's a pretty good cover.
Who did it?
I think it's Bradshaw.
Huh. I like the claws. They look real nice. Deceased.
Number 2. I have number 1 because I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I don't know that.
It's about a disease that
Jesus.
it's about a disease that takes over the DCU. Now let's get this guy out of here. This guy sucks.
Goodbye, Comic View. It was lovely. I liked it.
All right. Let's get back here. How's it going, ATN?
It's going pretty good, y'all.
So that was the quick comic book talk right there.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, Corey likes Allred also?
Oh yeah. It's what's not to like, honestly, though. I mean, when I've never met anybody that was just like, I can't stand Mike Allred. Right?
Firstly, he's a pretty guy.
The man himself.
The man himself is a pretty man, and his wife is pretty also.
That's
They're
fine.
a great
Good.
couple.
Beautiful. Happy
Beautiful
for them.
couple.
Does
Yeah.
that mean they have beautiful sex?
I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I haven't seen that. I would have to judge it.
I mean, I haven't seen that. I don't know how to answer that question for you.
Yeah, Mormons. Just to let you know.
Yep.
Did you know that Mike Allred did the Golden Plates comic book?
Yes.
The comic book about the Golden Plates.
Yeah, I've heard rumors. I've never seen them in the
He
real.
sold it at Comic Relief. It was a
never
great looking book. I had no problem. I had no care for.
Everything he does is beautiful.
Would you agree, Corey, then that they are both pretty people, beautiful people, beautiful people?
Don't give her a lady boner.
A lady boner.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I have the same thing, Corey. So I think Tyler gave it to me as well.
Tyler gave me the biggest Madman book there has ever been.
It's gargantuan.
It is big.
I think it's called gargantuan.
He's a wonderful illustrator. I remember there was an interview, I think in Wizard, where he had said something about wanting to have like some sort of career comparable to Jack Kirby. And it was like when he was doing his Madman for Dark Horse.
Those were
And
good.
it was coming out late, and I'm in my
Yeah.
20s, and so I'm shitting on everything. And I'm like, this stuff is like lame.
It really
Madman
wasn't.
was good in the old days when it was gray tone, man.
Well,
And
that's
it's
also
true. That was the best Madman.
Yeah, it was definitely true.
When he would have like in the corner of the comic book a drawing of Madman, and he's like doing this like 60s style dance. All right, let's see. Jesus.
Well, we need to.
I kid.
I kid.
He never
Yes,
says that in person, just to let everybody know. He never says, I kid.
he's qualifying. Yeah, it's for the internet. It's safe. He's covering his ass. I don't blame him at all. But I want to see a picture of Laura Allred now.
He has a CD. He makes music. I didn't know that, but of course, he probably does. People that are talented do all this stuff, and they just suck. I hate them all. Stop being good. ATN, you're like that, aren't you?
About what?
Corey, you're like that, aren't you?
I'm not a good
Good at all
person.
things.
I'm
No,
not a
I
good
didn't.
person.
Being a good person is nothing about what I'm talking about.
Good at, I don't know. I was looking at pictures of Laura Allred. I'm sorry. What did I miss?
It's still shrink wrapped. Yeah. I said I hate people that are good. And I meant like, being able to, a musician that plays every instrument. Oh, I just found out about this instrument existing, and then they're playing it like there's no problem.
Yeah.
Or someone who is a good actor and then maybe writes a great book or a great novelist.
That
and a great
crossover,
musician.
it hurts. It hurts.
Son of a bitch is what those people are.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's just like an artist and a writer. Dude, you're an artist.
But I wrote this book, and
I wrote this book. You suck.
But it might not, huh? Like Nick
No,
Cave.
often the artist is a very good writer. It's not always, but often it's happened. I don't know about often. Let's say this.
Did you read Nick Cave's books?
No, I never have.
They're expensive, but I don't know if they're any good.
It's probably not going to be a con this year. There's a lot of cons that got canceled. My baseball got canceled. NHL got canceled. But I got comic books here. And tomorrow I'm going to do a 10-minute stream reading Fonte Bukowski to people.
What time?
What time? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But don't forget, everybody, anybody that's watching this later on, please share this. We want to get to 300 subscribers so I can tell my awesome, fantastic comics origin story.
0 issue.
Many people have heard the story in pieces. We have talked about it in pieces here on this show or the other show that we did. I would not recommend going back to find those episodes because this will be comprehensive. So make sure you get out your notebooks and get all the information down because there will be a test. But yeah, let people know. Also, I was going to tell people that there are some YouTube channels that I enjoy. There's also other ones that I enjoy, but you don't need to know about those.
Those are the mature audience ones.
My buddy Ikari Press, Antonio, he does the Wrestling Council. He'll be doing that this week. And he does another show called Sexy Party. Oh, man. Oh, the conversation that goes on there is not for pre-18s. Probably not for pre-30s or something like that. And yeah, These are some other YouTube channels that are really good. Boogie and the S&B Network. He's my other Wrestling Council cohort. I should
Boogie.
have put Bob up there, but
I like his name, man. I think it's a good
Boogie.
name. Yes,
Boogie.
great name.
Boogie. All right, and thank you to the patrons. We really appreciate that. And if you keep it going, we'll really appreciate it more.
So will we. Yeah, so will we.
Wow. I had a customer come in and pre-order every one piece. And he paid up front. And it was like $400. He's like, I knew you guys are going to need some. And they're like, all right, awesome. And we're going to order this stuff, but who knows what it's actually going to get here. I feel horrible, but
So long as it gets there, I'm sure that customer will be very pleased.
Yeah, Gomer has a great name, and he has a segment on the show called Gomer's Pile on the Comic Cast podcast.
That's a pun.
Yeah, Gomer's Pile, man. Well, goalie. Did you ever watch that? Etienne was not a television boy.
No, I was a wild child.
He was a wild child. He went out on bikes and he shot BB guns at snakes.
Well, never saw a snake.
Lizards, and he'd put them in the freezer.
No, you eat them. You eat them.
Oh, you eat the lizard?
Yeah.
I had a friend who would get the lizard. He'd put him in the freezer. Then he'd put him out on the ground outside and let them like thaw out. And then he'd pick them off.
Pick them off.
Because they'll go to sleep in like cold temperature, right?
Yeah, I imagine.
What he would say. I don't know. I've never done it because I'm not evil.
Yeah, I wouldn't put an animal in the freezer alive. That seems mean.
Yeah. There's the Andy Griffith show, but Gomer Pyle, I mean, was when he was in the Marines. I think he was in the Marines.
Yeah.
And hilarity ensued. Have you ever heard Jim Neighbors sing?
I think I have.
It's very deep. I mean, you think of him like, oh,
I think I have.
And he has a really deep voice. God bless Jim Neighbors.
Oh, golly.
That's right. There was that was
good story, man. Good story.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Never mind. What's in his Shazam? Yeah, it was Shazam. And Shazam. I think that actually has hurt Shazam and his perception with comic book fans more than any story within the Shazam universe has either hurt or helped that character.
Sure.
It's like you still, even if you're 12, you just get introduced to Shazam and you look at it, even if you've never seen a Gomer Pyle episode, it's like you just instinctually know that that's associated with this character, Shazam. And it's like wow. As you walk into a store and there's a Shazam comic book, it looks freaking sweet. And you open up and it's like Shazam. And it's like this will never ever get over as being cool. Ever.
You'll never live it down. You'll never live it down.
Are you talking about me?
No, I totally agree. I feel the same way. Like that is my perception of Shazam.
Shazam. All right, so that character, he's like a 13-year-old boy who works at a radio station. And he had a radio station. What is radio?
Exactly.
And it's so funny, like all these old cartoons from like the 50s and earlier, they always have kids working. Wow. They really, no wonder they say, I mean, these are the generation of people that really can like make fun of like the kids, oh, you Gen Xers, you don't even know what it's all about. I was working selling matchsticks on the corner. Little Orphan Annie, Shazam, Billy Batson, and he got the power of the wizard Shazam, and it was like an acronym for all these Greek gods, like Zeus and whatnot. And he was just when he would turn into Shazam, he would have like kind of this would be he'd have winky eyes, like they'd always be kind of closed. And he just looked like what do you think of Superman?
What do you mean?
Well,
I don't think highly of him.
You don't. And Shazam is almost like a knockoff of Superman. I mean, it is a knockoff of Superman. Let's just say that. And it's like, dude, you're not as cool as Superman. If you can believe it, there was this time when Superman was like the #1 selling comic book. Like, wow, Superman was all the time. And I think Shazam actually rivaled Superman for a long time with Wiz Comics, but there's a crazy.
But then Gomer Pyle got a hold of it.
Then Gomer Pyle got a hold of it.
Said Superman paid Gomer Pyle.
Here's British comic books stealing from American comics. So there's Superman, and then there's Shazam, but then over in England they had Marvel Man, which ultimately becomes Miracle Man, which is a classic by Alan Moore. But Marvel Man was basically, hey, I'm Marvel Man, and here's my sidekick, Captain Marvel Man Jr. Just like over here we have Shazam and Captain Marvel. He was Shazam, Captain Marvel, and then this guy over here is Captain Marvel Jr., and then this chick over here is Mary Marvel, and then there's Grandpa Marvel, and on and on and on. Superman is the shit, and I totally agree. I was on Twitter and let people know that I think that Action Comics 775 is the single greatest Superman story of all time, and I stand by it. So there you go.
Yeah. Eat it.
Yeah. Shazam, you suck.
Shazam.
Funny enough, a kid that was helping us out in the store this last year, Ethan, he was showing me pictures and also let me know that his grandfather and grandmother who dressed up as Shazam are technically the first cosplayers out, of superhero stuff. And I think period, actually. But
early evidence, huh?
Yeah, and I said, oh, so they're to blame.
Yeah.
So they're to blame. But there he is, and he's looking good. I mean, this old guy. I mean, he's not old; he's young there, but and he's just looking good in his Shazam outfit. She looked good. She's a hot grandma, wearing that Mary Marvel costume. Kind of weird because they're siblings. Oh well.
That's role play, man. Don't worry
that's
about
role
it.
Play.
Don't worry about that part. It's not your business what they do at home.
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been
just in time, superhero.
This has been a crazy week.
I think next week's going to be crazy too. I think the week after that might be crazy. I think once you've got like everybody in America cooped up in their houses for a month, we're going to see actual crazy.
God, man, do you remember 9/11?
Yeah.
Remember what that was like?
I do. I remember being confused. I remember going to school anyway. And then an hour after classes were supposed to start, they're like, I guess we're just canceling class. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm going to confusedly drive home now.
I made Rory close the store. This was when it was still on university. I watched CNN, Fox, MSNBC, whatever went to break, I was watching, the replay and over talking about it. And I had to go into work because what was it? A Tuesday, right? Or some comic book day. And I was like, let's get out of here. Let's close. I really think that people would want to come on in and take their mind off everything. And I'm like, fuck these people.
They're gonna watch the news.
Fuck these people. They're just standing around and not even goddamn buying anything. Fuck them. I'm closing. Well, if you think that's the right thing to do. Oh, yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. But I mean, I understand where he's coming from being an owner of a store. You're like, oh, it's just Christmas. Let's stay open. There's somebody that wants to come in and give me that extra 300 I need,
Yeah.
Holy shit. Owning a store and being a shitty comic store employee, there's two different things there. And I've been able to I have gone to a convention as a fan. I've gone to a convention as a wannabe pro. I've gone to a convention as an employee for the biggest comic book store in all of San Diego Comic-Con. The only thing I haven't done is been an owner of a store at a comic show, and I was supposed to at the new Berkeley comic show that was going to be starting up in April 4th or 5th or whatever, but obviously that got canceled. So the best laid plans.
Yep.
Jeez, man. Man. I'm gonna do this on air.
Do you think the world is ending? Life as we know it might be over.
I was walking with Jill the other day while we were driving because she had to get that book that you guys ultimately aren't going to read. And I'm like, there's no bookstore around here. She's all, well, there's that one out in Dublin. And well, there's probably no guarantee that it's going to be out there. Some shitty Barnes and Noble out there.
Oh,
I'm like, there's no bookstore anywhere nearby us. And she's all, no. But, she's on her phone looking. I hate living in a world where there's no bookstores.
Well, okay. You didn't know that.
And I'm not talking about online or digital, and I'm not talking about used frickin' bookstores. I'm talking about there's a book, I want to get it. You go to the bookstore and you get it. And it's sad that there's no real bookstores anymore. And I liked to go to bookstores a lot.
What about Pegasus?
God bless them. And they get really good comic creators to go over there. Like, Noah Van Sciver won't come to my place, but he'll probably be at Pegasus.
That's a good store, man.
Yeah, they're good.
Pegasus has been doing it right since before Half Price Books ever showed up.
Yeah.
They might have had it. Just saying.
I'm going to make shirts that say, I didn't shop at Half Price Books.
Okay. I won't wear that.
And I didn't buy from Half Price Books. How's that?
I love them.
You love them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
I understand.
A comic book store being right. I mean, I want you to know. I want you to know. You motherfuckers, Bruja. And you motherfuckers, ATN.
Yeah.
Moved in after Comic Relief moved in 2005.
Okay.
To that location.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you set up a comic book section
right next door. Yeah, like shares a wall. Right? It's like on that wall over there.
Comic store. And when Free Comic Book Day came up,
leads in.
You had a sale with the same freaking colors saying that you were giving free comics away.
No kidding.
Fuck Half Price Books. You can die. Eat a dick. How you like that?
Yeah. That's a good reason not to like them.
You like that, everybody. You know what? Everybody that fucking posts a Twitter or an Instagram about finding $100 comic for $3 at a Half Price Books.
Look what I found.
You suck too.
Yeah.
You would rather find it there than
pay $100. Jeez, yeah. I wonder why.
I don't know. I wonder why. You got to know what you're doing when you're. I mean,
That's why people like them, because they don't
Look, you go
always.
into a comic store and you find something that's $10 cheaper than it's really supposed to be. That's a fine. But some ridiculous person at a half-price books that knows nothing about comic books, that's not a fine. It's
What
just
if-
sad that someone even sold it to them there at the first place.
The surprise to me is that you don't shop there.
I do.
Oh,
I
you do.
don't do it enough.
You probably should do it every day.
Well, I probably will now.
I mean, what's to stop you from just picking up all the really, really good stuff and being like suckers and walking out?
Because Shara prices crazy prices. That's why.
Oh, so they're actually trying to get money out of that stuff?
No, she's good. She also does all that Lego. Here you go, half price Legos right there. She's been putting all the Legos. She's one of those people that'll like obsessively put things in the places that they're supposed to be. Perfect for a person that needs to sort Legos. And she's made them a ton of money on Lego packaging. They're like $5 for like 10 Lego pieces of the same style.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
People sell them Legos now?
Yeah, I'm upset. But the only thing is, if you think I'm disgusted with touching old ass comic books,
You're in the wrong business,
man.
Wrong business.
Well, you know, at least I'm not sniffing this dirty ass sock.
I'm gonna live. You laugh now, but I'm gonna live.
Tune in next week to see if ATN actually lives.
Yeah. We'll
See how
who's
far
laughing.
along we are in our respective viruses. And if you're really into wrestling at all, you should follow Ikari Press. That's IKARI Press on YouTube. And he's going to be doing the Wrestling Council. Let me see if I can find that for us. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to screw it up. Let's not worry about that. Anyway, yeah, the Wrestling Council. Anyway, any last words, ATN, before I go out?
Nope.
Wear a black sock next time. I totally agree.
Okay.
Foot fungus spores. Yeah, that's possibly.
That would be ironic right there.
Yeah, it
The
would.
only part of me that's not protected right now.
All right, let me leave you guys with some of these things really quick.
He blowed up, all right. Yeah, real good. Real good.
Oh my God!
Relax.
Fucking.
Relax. It's toilet paper.
So, sometime tomorrow in the afternoon, Fonte Bukowski, look for it. Probably not going to really happen. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be on to Peter Samedi's channel, Alternate Comics, 6 o'clock Saturday.
Saturday.
See you guys.
See ya.